Alright, so there wasn't any audio on the scope apparently, so I'm just going to do a quick recap while it's fresh in my head. The first drain we scoped was actually from the gutter, which brings water from a good 50% of my house down into this big black O drain pipe. And then it follows the grading of the house down here. Now, I was under the impression that this new drain was going to tie into it along with the weeping tiles and everything was going to get flushed out the back. When we did the scope, it looked like that's not the case. There was a connector here, and there was a connector in around here, but there was no actual tie-ins. It just went pretty smoothly up until around the fence line here, when it just hit kind of a little bit of water, and then it hit a blockage of some kind. So that kind of led the plumber to think that maybe the original plan was to tie in our old black O pipe to the new one at some point, but for whatever reason, it's just blocked in and around the fence line here now. So what that might be causing is the water that does come from my roof basically gets backed up, and it'll back itself up in that big black O pipe up until around this area where it's finding its way out, probably near one of those connectors, and maybe that's what's causing some of the sinkhole issue. The second drain we scoped was this one, and it only went in about 5 feet, so in and around here is where it kind of reached more water. I think it was supposed to be my impression was that it was actually supposed to be a T here, so in and around this area that drain was supposed to tee in with this and with the weeping tile, but it looks like it might just be a 90-degree, and then it goes off this way. You can check out on the scope footage. It's kind of hard to tell because around this area you're pretty much underwater for whatever reason, so you can't quite tell if it's a 90-degree or a T, but we did force our way through kind of the underwater area. You can see a lot of the limestone and stuff, and then it did eventually make its way back. And then after the T or the 90-degree, it's pretty smooth sailing. It goes right the way out of the new big black O pipe that runs a little bit further. I'll do a quick spin around here just in case you guys forget what it looks like. But so this is the more recent big black O that was added, and then a little bit further up the hill was the original. So there is still water that comes out of here eventually. It looks like it's definitely hitting some blockages along the way because the volume's not the same as you put in at the top, and no water ever comes out here anymore, so that one's blocked at some point.